Hi everyone, Linda here again with you from Gunlet Lane Jewellery. And this week I've got another link for you. Now this is not the most beautiful link that I've ever made, but there's so much you could do with the link and in so many different ways, which I'll show you later in the video, what you can do with it. So if you this is the link, I'll just give you a quick look at it. Now this one's not great because I made this on camera and it's I didn't get the ends very even trying to work under the camera. But it's as I said, it's a lovely little link that not to look at here, but in a piece when you see it made up, which I will show you later on. So if you'd like to learn how to make this link, then just stay with me and I'll get back with you shortly. Okay, so let's get this started. I've got a piece of 18 gauge copper wire here that I've pre-annealed. You don't have to if you don't want to, you know, if you don't have a torch or whatever. But you need 38 centimeters, not 18 inches, 38 centimeters, which is 15 inches you need. So I'm going to come in with my tape measure here and I'm going to mark it halfway, which is 19 centimeters. So I'm just going to mark that off, and that would be 7.5 inches of your 15 inches. So then I'm going to come in with my round nose pliers. I'm using the 5mm mandrel here. You can make this, you know, you can make your loop whatever size you like to make it. You just do what you want to do. I'm just going to grab that on the mark there, and I'm going to turn a loop. Just like that. And I'm going to grab my flat nose pliers, get these ones out of the way. I'm going to give this one, round wire keeps turning over in your hands, it wants to turn. And I'm just going to give that a bend back. So we've got that. Basically like the start of a wire wrap loop is what you're looking for. So I'm going to grab this with my pliers. Use your chain nose or flat nose pliers to do this. I'm going to wrap that around. Wrap it around once. You'll find this easier because you're not working under a camera. I have to keep adjusting to get it under my camera. So we just want that around once. Like that. And then we're going to grab it like that, and you're just going to make gentle, you can flatten that down a little bit if you like, get that nice and neat there. And we're just going to make gentle curves around our initial loop that we made there. So just keep maneuvering your wire around, and this is much easier, as I said, if your wire is annealed, but you can do it. I've done it with non-annealed wire, just, you know, to make sure that it is possible to do for you guys. So it's like a just a wire herringbone. It's no beads in it. Make sure you keep your pliers over your wires, otherwise it'll turn. If you saw mine starting to turn there because I wasn't paying proper attention to it. And as I said, I have to keep maneuvering to get this under the camera, so bring that around and over. Just straightening out my wire there a bit and holding this loop. You have to hold with your plier hand. You have to hold it very firmly. And just be aware, you probably will mar your wire. I've got that out of shape already there. And I've tried to do this with a pair of the coated, gosh, I can't think of my words. Here we go. I'm too early in the morning. These ones, I've tried to hold this, but I just find it too slippery and too cumbersome. I just can't, I can't work with those. To me, they're only good for wire straightening, and that's it. That's just my opinion, but that's, you know, that's, yeah, my opinion. I know other people work with them, and, you know, good luck to them if they can do it. I can't. So you can make these, spirals, I suppose you'd call them, as tight or as, you know, loose as you like. So once again, we're going to be doing that little herringbone wrap. And as I said, I'm making this look harder because I'm trying to maneuver it under my camera and my light here. But you won't have that in your way, so it won't be as cumbersome for you as what it is for me. Flatten down. And bring that around again. Just trying to keep them as even as you can. Mine are not going to turn out the way I would like them to. But as I said, that's again because I'm trying to do this under a camera. Got to hold that whole thing there. And get that last wire wrapped around. I didn't think this would take that long. It doesn't when you're not under a camera. It's quite quick. Okay, where's my cutters? Here they are. Just going to straighten those up a little bit. A little bit of wire off. And tap that down. Okay, from here what we're going to do is measure from your inside of your first loop there. Just straighten my wire out so I can flatten this down a bit. Excuse me. You're from the middle of from the start of the middle loop there, if you can see where I'm holding that. Hopefully you can see that. And we're measuring to the last loop there. So that's 1 centimetre for me. So I'm going to bring that down, get my marker. So I've got 1 centimetre and pop a mark there. And then I'm going to bring my pliers back in again using the same mandrel on it. And I'm coming in sideways on this one, grabbing it on the mark, coming in sideways and turning a loop. And I'm coming in with my pliers again, and I'm going to, as you can see, that loop is off center there. So we're just going to bring it up center. So it's like that now, and it's like the start of a wrap loop again. So then we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. Excuse me. I'll just start this, and then I'll come back when I've finished doing the wraps, just because I want to get this uploaded quickly, and the longer the film is, the longer it takes to upload. So you're just going to do the same thing. I've got here now, so I'm just going to wrap that back around, do my herringbone wrap here, and I'll come back when I've finished all my wraps. Okay, I'm back. So I've finished my wraps there, and I've just got my tail to finish off there. So, and as you can see, I didn't get my wraps equally, but I was hurrying. So just take your time and try and get them, you know, to look the same on each end. And the reason why I was hurrying a little bit is I have an appointment today, so I need to get this done and uploaded before I have to leave. So I've had another one of those weeks where I just can't believe that I'm retired and I'm busier now than I was when I was working. That's what it feels like anyway. Okay, so I just tidied that up. Now I'm going to just grab my cutters. And I just want to make sure I fill in that gap there, so I'm just leaving enough wire to poke that little wire down inside that gap. And there we go. So as I said, I didn't get them very even. Now, if you need to, this is not necessary, but I always like to do it anyway. As I said, it's not necessary unless you look at your piece and you think it's necessary. Just give these a little tap with your rubber hammer or rawhide hammer or whatever hammer you have. And that just work hardens and sets them in place. Get in there. Okay, well that's our little link. Now I know it's not an overly attractive link or anything like that. I don't think it's like a beautiful link, but it's very versatile. So I will show you it in a piece that I just threw together yesterday. Okay, this is our piece here. Now I did twisted wire and I made it a lot bigger, as you can see, but I made it as a focal on a necklace. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep this necklace or pull it apart. I don't know. You let me know what you think, whether you think it's keepable or not. Yeah, so I've just used it there so that you know that this would you can see where it's going to sit, because that's the back of the necklace up here. And I've just made it as a focal there on the front of that with some, just threw in some chain there and some little beads that I pearl wrapped in little bundles, and then just added the chain on. And it sits just nicely on your chest, and it actually doesn't even have a clasp on it. You can fit it over your head, but of course you could put a clasp on it if you wanted to make something along this line. You could also do something with this, like twist the chain. You have to make sure that you've made it long enough to do it. Twist the chain around your... okay, that's not going to work very well for me there. But you know what I mean. Twist it around. You could also add in, if you wanted to make something like this design, add in another couple of strands. You've got plenty of room on your loop here, and on this one here. You could do just string a row of beads on your beading wire, like your soft flex or something like that. You could add in another row on that there. You could obviously turn, it could be a bar link in a bracelet. You'd probably have to make the ones on the side, you'd probably have to give them a little bit of a bend to have them fit neatly around your wrist. You could turn it into a pair of earrings. You could figure out something to do there with those. Wrap some beads around them. Put a dangle on. Yeah, there's quite a few things. But as I said, it's not the most beautiful link, but you can use different wires, as I said, with the twisted wire. What else can I think of that you could do with this? I can't think off the top of my head now. Different wires to use. A 16 gauge would look absolutely beautiful in this, but if you were going to do a 16 gauge, obviously you would, I think you would absolutely need to anneal it. Anyway, guys, that's the video for this week. I hope you enjoy it. As I said, you know, you can make something like that, which I think looks beautiful there in that necklace. So it shows you how nice this link can actually be and what you could do with it. Yeah, so that's it. Just, you know, let me know down the bottom your thoughts on it. One more thing I want to show you. I did a live last week for those people that were there. Thank you very much for turning up for that. I totally appreciate it. I did it with a lovely lady, Samantha Latimer. You can find her channel on YouTube. Just search Samantha Latimer. Anyway, we made a bracelet, and I wanted to show you what it looked like when it's been oxidized and cleaned up and polished and everything, and the earrings to go with it. So I just wanted to show you those. All done, all finished. I think it's a lovely set. I'll pop it on. This is mostly for the people that didn't make the live. I haven't seen the replay. And that's what it looks like on your wrist. Those lovely little dangles there. Yeah, so that's that. Facebook, I'll leave a link down below for the private Facebook group. We're getting a lovely number of ladies there now. I think we're in the 80s anyway that we've got there, and people are posting their work and everything, and it's just wonderful, and I'm so pleased with it. And also too, I'll leave a link down the bottom for my Patreon, so if you'd like to see more in-depth work that I do, you can have a look at Patreon down there. It's $5.99 a month, which you can cancel at any time, and you can also purchase tutorials individually. So if you'd like to have a look at that down the bottom, please do that. I'd absolutely love you to be a patron of mine. That would be wonderful. Other than that, guys, just hit the like button for me. That'd be great. And leave a comment. I love to hear from you all, and I always answer all my you know, everybody that leaves a comment, I always answer that. And just take care, guys, and go out there and make something beautiful. See you all next week. Bye.